Looking for a gift for a fly tire this holiday season? Hold on, here we go. Howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters in the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas 2022. You know, we always say it, but we really appreciate you being here. We always mean it. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. That really helps us out. And we'd also like to thank you for being a friend, a fan, and for supporting a small family-owned business like Mad River Outfitters this holiday season. We really appreciate it. So what I want to talk about today, pretty quickly, is gifts for fly tires. Obviously, fly tying is a huge business for us around here. It's a huge part of our industry. And you know, it's always cool to get some gifts related to fly tying. And I know it can also be hard to kind of determine what to get. You don't know what people have. So we just came up with some ideas on some maybe unique gift ideas that they may not have or you may not have thought of or what have you. So anyway, let's jump right in. And of course, I need a little bit of help. Honorable mention, number 10, goes to my favorite little guy, the Vice Pawn. And the Vice Pawn comes to us from Loon. I think this is the third year that I've shown this to you. I'm sorry, but I just think this thing is so cute. It's not outrageously expensive. It works as a stocking stuffer. And the Vice Pawn works as basically a material holder. And you know, if you're tying something and you need to lay some peacock curls, some chenille back, you use this. It's a little magnetic pawn piece and it'll hold that material out of the way. The cool thing is it can go almost any direction. It can go back here on the vise. It can go down here. It can go on the stem of the vise. You know, it's just designed to hold things out of your way. And again, the Loon Vice Pawn gets my maybe third year in a row that I've mentioned that, but still on the top 10 list of fly fishing gift items. Books. You know how I am about books, and Blaine Chocolate's Game Changer. This is still, it's been out for a couple years now. In fact, we just had Blaine here in late November, and he was actually doing his first book tour post-COVID. The poor guy released one of the best fly tying books ever, and wasn't able to go out on tour to promote it. So we're still promoting Game Changer. If you don't have this book or the person you're buying for doesn't have this book, get it. It will change the game. And then, of course, we've talked about this one before, the ultimate fly tying book, the Fly Tires Bench Side Reference. This is the ultimate book on fly tying techniques. If you want to know how to do something, you can look it up, and it's in here step by step with color photographs. It's an expensive book. They might not buy it for themselves, so it would make for a great gift item. But there you go, the Fly Tires Bench Side Reference, the ultimate fly tying book. We've got some new scissors. We've got 4 new scissors from Loon. These are the Ergo Prime scissors, and they've re-released these this year. They make this Prime scissor in a 5-inch, and they make it in a 6-inch. And they added in this little stabilizer piece. Huh? Lab jewel? Nub jewel. It's a stabilizer nub jewel, I've just been informed. And so that nub jewel, what that does is you're gonna put your ring finger on there. Yeah, you would put your ring finger on there, and it really helps to stabilize, okay? Especially if you're kind of a high-strung, shaky guy like me. That really gives you good control and increases your precision with these. So these are the Ergo Prime 5-inch and 6-inch scissors. They're pretty heavy duty. They're for cutting big stuff, thick stuff, heavy stuff, synthetics. And then two other new scissors from Loon is the Ergo Prime Curved. And they have a slight curve to them. Also, the stabilizing nub jewel on the back.
Nub jewel.
Nub jewel.
Yeah.
Nub jewel. Sorry.
Joystick.
Yeah, it's a thing off the back end of the scissor, but it's brace yourself, Martha. And these are wildly useful for tapering, say, bass bugs or game changer flies. We all know about with synthetic game changers, and this allows you to get a nice tapering and a nice curve when you're cutting deer hair or synthetic materials. So the curved prime, and then you have the tapering shears. The tapering shears, not a lot of people know about these. They've been around for a while, but Loon just came out with this super heavy duty with the stabilizing thingamajig on the back end. And these are, I don't even know what to call it. It's not serrated, but they have little slots there. And then this side, okay, the cutting edge is solid. So what this is, it's a tapering shear, so it's designed for synthetic materials. Again, maybe like a game changer or say Enrico Puglisi baitfish materials. You can use this and it cuts only half of the hair out. So you can use this to really create an effect where a bait fish is going to be thicker in the middle, and then it gets thinner as it goes out, which can provide a look of taper, a look of silhouette, and also can provide more movement and action for the materials that are thinner. So the tapering shears there in the Loon Ergo Prime series of scissors. And then this is my favorite of this holiday season, and this is from Dr. Slick, who also makes some of the finest scissors and tools going. But this is the special edition El Dorado series of scissors from Dr. Slick. And it's really nothing new. He's doing his three basic scissors that he's always done, but he's doing them in 24 karat plated, 24 karat gold plated. Now, if that isn't just a classy gift item, even if somebody has good fly tying scissors, they probably don't have scissors that are, not only are these plated in 24 karat gold, but they're plated 2 times. They are hand polished and then waxed. Seriously, twice, hand polished and then waxed. These are just an heirloom quality gift item from the folks at Dr. Slick. He does his arrow scissors, the 3.5 inch, he does the 4 inch all purpose, and then he does the 4 inch hair scissor, which I have here. And they come all wrapped up in this fancy tissue paper, and then they come in this limited edition collector's item Crown Royal bag. So the El Dorado, and by the way, not really a fly tying thing, but they also make the hemostats. They also make the 5 inch hemostats in the El Dorado series. And of course, you can find those at madriveroutfitters.com. Again, El Dorado 24 karat gold plated tying tools, and they're not as expensive as you think. Click the link down there. They're perfectly fine for a moderately priced gift item or a stocking stuffer. How about the Hairline hackle, hook, and bead gauge? This is new this year. It's been around for a little bit, but it's this fancy little tool in the shape of a bunny face. Comes from Hairline Dubbin. And this is a tool that mounts onto the stem of your vise. Okay, so it can always be there. You rotate it out of the way when you don't need it, bring it in when you do. And this has a hackle gauge, so you can measure the size of hackle feathers. It has a hook gauge, so you can measure the gap of a hook, which tells you its size. And then it also has a bead gauge. So if you've got beads laying around your desk and you don't know what size they are, you've got a little bead gauge there that can help you out. This is not all that expensive, and I think it comes in 3 colors. It comes in red, it comes in olive, and it comes in purple. But that's the Hairline hackle, hook, and bead gauge. Great gift for a fly tyer. How about the Umpqua Dream Stream 7-piece fly tying tool set? This is from obviously our friends at Umpqua, and it's a basic kind of getting started in fly tying tool set, and it comes with 7 of your basic tools. You've got a bobbin, hackle pliers, scissors, whip finisher, you've got a bobbin threader, you've got a bodkin, and then you have a hair stacker. Okay, so that's the Umpqua Dream Stream. If somebody's looking to get started in fly tying, or if somebody just needs to refresh their fly tying tools, you can never have enough fly tying tools, as you know. Just as a side note, they also make this in a 5-piece tool kit, and it's a little less expensive. So again, you can find both of those in the tool category on our website, or the link is down below. Just a side note, if someone is just getting started in fly tying, or they've expressed interest in fly tying, we've told you about this recently, but Fly Tying Made Clear and Simple, the book on getting started in tying trout flies in particular, from our good friend Skip Morris. It is the end-all getting started in fly tying. The original classic with over 150,000 copies sold, and Mad River Outfitters has accounted for a lot of those because we sell a ton of this book. The hottest gift item of the season right here, the Renzetti toolbar. They've been out for a couple of weeks now, and just amazing how many of them we've sold already. But the Renzetti toolbar from our good friends at Renzetti, they machine these right there in their warehouse in Titusville, Florida. And it's designed for holding tools and such. Well, that tapering shear is not going to fit in there, but this pair of scissors probably will. So, you know, you're going to put your scissors, you're going to put your bobbin, you're going to put your bodkin. You can just stick all kinds of tools in there, okay? And it keeps it kind of out of the way and easy access. These toolbars are available in a 4.5 inch, so they make a shorter version, and then this is the 6 inch. And they are also available in a variety of different colors. It also has a spot here where you can attach a parachute tool to this for tying parachute flies. So once again, Andy and Lily Renzetti leading the way in fly tying tools and accessories, and that's the Renzetti toolbar. Again, check out all the colors in the links below on madriveroutfitters.com. The Loon UV Plasma Light. For those of you that are into tying with UV resins, this is the ultimate UV light ever offered, at least in our industry. There's no question. It is just amazing how well this light works. It's not cheap, but if you know somebody that's into UV and needs a curing light, this is a beast. I mean, this is like one of those military flashlights that you know, that you see on TV, they run over with their car and stuff. I mean, you could use this as a weapon. I think that's what maybe that's designed for back there. But anyhow, but for the purposes of fly tying, it's amazing how well this light works. And of course, they didn't give me one that's charged up for my demo here, but you'll just have to trust me. Yeah. It also recharges with the USB. So you can just plug it into your USB thing and recharge it overnight. Yeah, and a USB thing. I don't know what it is. How about bobbins? We talked about scissors and some fancy scissors, but bobbins are something that we can always use. And there are some kind of fancy, let's call them fancy bobbins. Of course, you can buy a bobbin for $7 or $8, or you can spend quite a bit more. And the first ones that I really like are these Stonfo bobbins. So you have the Stonfo Bob Tech, and the Bob Tech has a little slider down here which adjusts the tension on the arms for different size spools of thread, or depending on what you're doing. You might want more tension, you want a little bit less tension as you're wrapping. So it's got a little slider. That's really my favorite, and it happens to be the cheapest of them all. Another Stonflo is called the Bobbinator Elite. Really, it's called the Bobbinator Elite 2. And this also has another way of adjusting the tension. It's got a roller bar on the side of the thread. It has only one arm here, so you adjust the tension on that roller on the side. So just another way of doing it. They're not all that expensive. Of course, the Smayan bobbins, we've been talking about these for years. Also with adjustable tension, they make it in the standard size in the red, and then they make it in a mid-size for your tiny flies and for small threads in the blue color. And again, just great bobbins. They work really well, and they have the roller in the middle there where you can adjust the tension. So those are the Smayan bobbins. They're a little bit more expensive. And then of course your most expensive, and you're getting up pushing the $100 range, is the Tiemco bobbins. And the Tiemco bobbins truly find some of the finest pieces of equipment that you could tie flies with. As you know, probably the two most important pieces of gear is your bobbin and your scissors. Your bobbin's always in your hand, the scissors always, if not in your hand, close by, and you're going to use the scissors shortly. So owning good scissors and owning good bobbins is a pleasure. It's not required, but if you're looking for a really special gift, a fly tying bobbin, and there are some fancy ones that do make for some really great gift items. The Loon, you've heard the word Loon a lot, but these guys are doing great things. The new Loon fly tying mat. Okay, we use these a lot. We sell these a lot. I always have the Hairline dubbin version here on the desk here in the studio. But this is the new Loon mat. I like it. It's a little more heavy duty. It's got compartments kind of here. So you've got a compartment where you can put your vise. If you have a pedestal vise, you can put materials, hooks, beads, and so it keeps things from rolling around, allows you to maybe stay a little bit more organized on your bench. And then these 4 squares right here are actually magnets. So if you're going to be tying 6 of some fly, you pull out 6 of those hooks, and you got the magnet. You put your beads here, and so the magnets can hold everything in place. And I just really like the size of this. I will have one on my desk at home. It just fits my particular fly tying desk a lot better. And so that's the new Loon fly tying mat, already in stock, ready to ship, and been wildly popular. And then last but not least, for sure, and I've got a cheat sheet on this, but this is the pretty exciting piece of gear for fly tyers. And this is the Umpqua ZS2 Traveler's Fly Tying Kit Bag. And this is basically a bag that you're going to use for travel purposes, or let's say you're going to the local club meeting and you're going to be demonstrating tying flies. Really great. We've shown you Fish Pond has a version too as well, but this one's a little lighter and has a couple of different features. You know, on this side, you've got this pouch here that's designed to carry your vise, okay? And it's got a sleeve in here, actually 2 sleeves where you can put, if you have a pedestal base, so you can put the pedestal base down inside there, other accessories, and then your main vise right here, and it is a padded bag. This also can come off if you don't need it. Or let's just say you want to just travel with your vise and some basic tools. This can come off. It's got this MOLLE system where it attaches. So this can be used as a separate piece. You can also add other pieces to it if you wanted to. But then this is kind of what I really like about this bag. First and foremost, I like the size of this bag. It's a little more convenient than the Fish Pond bag, but you've got all the pockets and the Velcro in and out little baggies. You've got the thread tubes that come with it. Plenty of room for storing stuff. But then this is kind of cool. This is where you're going to keep your tools and some basic materials. Okay, so your tools all get stored over here. You're going to put your bobbins, you're going to put your scissors, you're going to put your bodkins and all your different tools in there. This side can certainly take some hair stackers and some larger tools. And then the cool thing about this is this pops right out and becomes a stand right in front of you where you can have all your tools arranged and just reach up and grab them. So no need to travel with or carry an additional tool caddy. Okay, you just pop this thing out, Velcro it out, set it up, all your tools are laid right there in front of you, okay? And then you fold it back up. You can even put those thread tubes right in there. And then you Velcro it back in, really easy, and then off you go. It's a really convenient size. It doesn't carry as much as the fish pond that we've shown you before. I'm sure for those that want to check out the fish pond, maybe there's a link to that video right here. I think that was done by Ryan, but we've talked about it in holiday videos. But you can check this out in the links down below as well. We'll put a link to the fish pond bag. But a Fly Tires kit bag, it's a handy thing to have and would certainly make a great gift item. And this is the new Umpqua ZS2. So there you go, friends. Sorry to be so long-winded. I know I always promise these videos are going to be short and then they wind up long. But there's just so many fun things to talk about here at Mad River Outfitter. So once again, we hope that you think of Mad River Outfitters this holiday season, and we thank you in advance for shopping small, family-owned business like ours here. And as always, we appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, find all the links to everything that I've shown you here down below me. And again, thanks for your support. We couldn't do this without it. So thanks for being here, and stay tuned for more, and happy holidays from all of us at Mad River Outfitters.